짜잔. 뚜루루루. Hello. My eyeballs are not working today. Mega! Okay. And then let me put on some BGM. How is the audio balance? RIP. It's the downsides of using a night contacts. So contacts that you wear at night. Good morning. Yes, I decided to make today's stream into a Zatsudan stream. It's gonna be nice and chill, on the shorter side. So yeah, audio is good. Okay, nice. Like over night contacts, it's okay. So I have
happy 18 months underscore Mari heart colon underscore Mari hug.
Thank you for the 18 months. Thank you. Okay, so I have explained this before, but I have contacts that are designed for you to wear to sleep and take off in the morning, and it shapes your eyeball so that you're able to see, you know? And so the way, like, it's made out of glass, and when you put it on, you can kind of feel like there's something in there, but like with your eyes closed, it kind of like shapes your eyes properly. The only thing is, if you don't wear it for long enough, or if it like slips around in your eyes a little bit, then you probably won't be able to see as well. And also your eyesight does like slightly go throughout the day. It's not too bad. Today I think it just like didn't sit properly, because I can see it's just a little bit blurry. Cookie Hello. ちょっと待ってね。One second. I have something really cool that's gonna be posted at like 7 p.m. JST. So in about just under 3 hours now. Wow. But what's already out and about, and everybody probably already saw it on X, is the cafe collab! Yatta! Hey, isn't it so cool? Isn't it so cool? Akibahara. Yeah, so I chose the outfit for myself. And I was like, cause they were like, they asked me, like, oh, can you choose a? They were like, can you choose a type of maid costume? So I was like, okay, a type of maid outfit, huh? And I was thinking, I was like, okay, so I've done like the idol style gothic Lolita maid outfit. I've done classic maid outfit. And then so I was thinking, I was like, what's something that would be cool and what's it called? Would be cool and also would be cute and would match the theme. And I was like, I really want to do a China maid outfit. So like a Chinese dress style maid outfit. And so that's why I asked them to do that one specifically. And it turned out really cute. Also the hair as well. I was like, I want ribbon hair. I was like, just make a ribbon with my hair and then tie it up. Like, so that's pretty much what it was. Like, I don't know if it's also called ribbon hair, just like regularly. But it's like, you can actually make like a ribbon out of using your hair. I actually know how to as well, but it's really cute. And it turned out great. So yeah, that big ribbon that you see, it's my hair. That big ribbon you see on the art is my hair. You know. Yeah. I think it turned out really cute. And I didn't know what the other two were gonna be like, so until like more recently. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh! We all look so cute! It's like all different styles of maids as well. So that's pretty cool. 衣装めっちゃ可愛い。ありがとう。T-Paul who... そうだね。I think it is like a T-Paul style. Very mixed. Yeah, everybody had a different style. Yippee! But yeah, and then the foods. Honestly, when they were like, what food do you want? I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? And then I was like, wait, you know what? I really like omurice. And so that's why I was like, please give me omurice and make it cute. And like, okay, and then I was just like, actually, one of the references that I sent for the omurice, there was a couple of different versions of the omurice as well initially, and I chose this one out of the different ones. But like, one of the references that I sent for the omurice was the one where like they make like a character with the rice. So they shape the rice into like a character, and then they have like the fluffy omurice on top of it, and you cut it open so it looks like a blanket. That was like one of the references that I sent, but I was like, as long as it's omurice, I'm happy. Yeah. That's right. But the food looks so good. Like, I want to eat it. I want one. Yeah. Do you think I can get Star-san to like buy it for me? Buy it for me so that I can eat some? Maybe I can ask a friend. But like, yo, I need you to go over to this cafe. Don't be sus, and then just buy some of these stuff for me. Usagi-san, omurice かわいい。かわいいでしょ。いいよ。But yeah, it's very cute. Very excited. I think it's been in the works for a while as well. It's been in the works for a while. And then it's finally up and posted. Yeah. What else was I gonna say? I feel like every time I'm like, yeah, I have so much I can say, and then I start streaming and I forget everything. Let's talk about the karaoke that happened. I know it's like unarchived. So if you're unable, if you did not watch it, unlucky. And I don't think they're gonna rebroadcast it either, so unlucky. However, karaoke. Yeah, so I mentioned it in like the yesterday's stream as well. Okay. I mentioned it in yesterday's stream as well, but I hit a miracle, and I managed to get 2 recording slots in 1 month, which is very, very rare, by the way. 雑談うままドールそうなのかなどうだろうね Anyway, so like I hit a miracle, and I managed to get 2 recording slots for dancing, right? But which is really rare, because usually I only get like once every like few months. So like once every 2 to 3 months I would get like a recording session or something like that, right? But this time I managed to get 2, and I was like, yes! The only downside was that they were both on the same week. You know, they were both on the same week. And so I danced for a long time. And also, like, before the karaoke, like, on the karaoke, initially I was like, yeah, I would love to join. And then afterwards I was like, wait, actually I have a recording at the same time that we gotta be there. Cause like you have to be there like earlier before the stream starts for like prep and stuff as well. But I was like, you know, actually I have recordings. And so then I was like, I don't think I can go. But then on the one recording day, like before the karaoke, which actually happened to be 2 days before the karaoke. How long are the sessions? It depends. Usually they're like 2 hours, which the 2 hours also include like setting up the whole set and everything. So like, you know, to make all the backgrounds like properly, setting up all the cameras and also the dancing. And then also the pack up. So the 2 hours, realistically, if you get like 2 hours, you can record for maybe like an hour and 20 minutes. So yeah. Or this time I was lucky and I got 1 long session and 1 2-hour session. So yeah. So anyways, I was like, so Mane-san looked at it and she was like, you probably said that you can't join because you have something else, right? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, but you'll be done when it's like, you'll be done when it's just starting. Maybe you can join in halfway through. And I was like, I would love that. But then like on the day they were like, oh, actually you can come in like slightly early and then you can go up like slightly early. But even by going up slightly early, I still to like going to the karaoke place slightly early. I was still only had like 10 minutes from end recording to karaoke. And so like during the recording I was like, yeah, let's go, and I'm like dancing like a whole bunch, right? And I was sweating buckets. I was like, actually, I kid you not, the sweat was crazy. My hair drenched. My hair, my clothes drenched. But anyways, like, so afterwards I had a change of clothes, obviously, and then I got the clothes. Before I changed into the clothes, I was like using sweat wipes and I just wiped down my entire body. I wiped down my entire body because I was gonna I'm gonna go to a karaoke with like so many different people in the same room in like literally a few minutes. Anyways, so I'm like wiping down my entire body, but because I had just pardon me. Because I had just finished dancing. Like it doesn't just cool down straight away. And so I was still sweating. Mind you, like I don't take breaks when I'm dancing. I just dance. No, I don't have dry shampoo. So my hair was just my fringe was drenched. But anyway, so I went to the karaoke area, and then I walked in and I was like, hey guys. and then they were like, oh, what are you doing? I think at one point Petra senpai walked up to me and I was like, please don't get too close. I was like, I just was recording a whole bunch, so I'm super sweaty. And then they're like, oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, don't get too close. No, I said don't get too close. But yeah, anyway, so then I joined the karaoke. And so because like they were doing setup prior, when I walked in, they already decided a seat for me. And for For some reason, I don't know why. I have no idea why, but like staff-san likes to put me right next to like Luka senpai. Cause I walked in and then like Mane-san's just like, oh yeah, you're sitting here, and I was like, okay. And I looked, and then I was like, oh hi, to like what's it called, Luka senpai, who was just sitting there. And then when we started stream, he just kept whispering so much into the mic, like he was like, hello guys, and then like saying stuff like right up to the mic, covering it. To the point where the staff were like, guys, please don't get too close to the mic. Like there was like a little memo that came up on the screen. You know? Yeah. At one point I remember him being like, what's it called? They can't hear me, but you can. And I just looked over and I was just like, shh. But it was in the middle of someone's introduction. Someone was doing a self-introduction and he's just whispering into the mic, and I just look at him and I'm like, shh. But yeah. It was my first time meeting Zeal in person. And it was pretty cool. Yippee! We were talking about a whole bunch of stuff afterwards as well. Like some farming games. Oh goodness, finally coughed it out. Maybe manager just wanted you to babysit him. Who knows? Who knows? But at least this time it wasn't in between two of the Lexian people. At least on my left I had someone who was really, really calm. Uki-senpai. Yeah. Uki-senpai was really, really calm. So I was like, okay, I'm chilling. I feel like you need a balance sometimes. If everything is chaotic, I would probably have been like, oh. So yeah, it was pretty fun. First time in person. Like I obviously we've like collabed and like talked on like what's it called, online. But yeah. Have you met all of Niji Ian at this point? Yeah. My goodness. Yes, except for Calyx and Frio. For now. For now. Yeah. All the current members. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty chill. And karaoke is always fun. Yeah, I didn't have the chance to like add songs to the list that we had, but I don't think it mattered because I knew like half the songs that was on the list anyways. So the reason why I didn't add any songs on the list is because I wasn't initially gonna join. I wasn't gonna join, and then I was able to, so I was like, yeah, I can join, but it was a little bit late to add new songs. And so I just looked at the list that they already had, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. I have a lot of songs I know how to sing on this as well. And then just whenever someone put on a song I know, I'll be like, let me go join. But yeah. A couple of times they were like, Marionette, get up! And I was like, I barely know the song. Like the wake me up inside, can't wake up. I was like, guys, I only know like one part of the song. I'm like, yeah, I know like probably better than some people. who don't know the song at all, but like when it came to like the verse part, like the I was like, it's really like vague memories. So I didn't know which parts go up and which parts go down. Like, you know how like or like and so like at that time, like when we're singing, like it's a bit different. So I was listening to Zeal because I was like, Zeal definitely knows it, and I was just listening to Zeal and then singing like exactly what I hear, you know. So I'm like, is he going on? You know, so that's how I was able to sing it. But to be honest, the verse parts I don't know. So yeah, we need an English song only karaoke right now. I've done a bunch of those before. I've done a whole bunch. But yeah, I was actually like learning it live. One phrase だけ合わせるのあるある。それはそうだよね。そうなりがちだもんな。こんにちは。But yeah. And also the telephone one, I didn't know the rap part, so I learned it on the spot. I was like, I'm kinda busy. That part I know. Sorry, I cannot hear you, I'm kinda busy. But then the rap, kind of rap part, I didn't know it. It's like, can call you on, but there's no one home, and you're not gonna reach my telephone. Out in the club and sipping that bub, and you're not gonna reach my telephone. I did not know that part. I did not know that part at all. So if you were there and listened, for the first part, my goodness, for the first time that part came up, I was like listening. I was just quiet listening. I'm like, telephone. But if you listen again, the second time that part came up, I started joining in. And that's because I learned it on the spot. I learned it during the song, and I was like, oh, it's the same lyrics. They must be the same melody. And then I sang it in the same way, and it was the same melody. So I was like, heck yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, literally learn. Okay, see, I can remember melodies, but I can't remember lyrics, because when I'm listening to a song, I don't actually hear the lyrics. I have to like focus really hard to hear lyrics, you know? わかるかな？曲を聴いてる時ってさ、あまり歌詞が頭に入ってこないんですよ。Yeah, the lyrics don't come into my brain, and I'm like, I just hear like a and every once in a while like a lyric. And then like even for like that's like pretty much like what I would hear. 言葉というより音って感じ。そう。歌詞がもうふにゃふにゃしちゃう。And then like every once in a while you just have one lyric that like jumps out. But if I focus really hard, I can hear the lyrics. It's just I need to actually focus. Like I need to lock in. But this also makes it really difficult for me to memorize lyrics for songs. My goodness. Apologies. Phlegm. Well, like the positive side is that at least the cough is slightly better. It doesn't sound better on today's stream, but trust, the cough is slightly better. It's still there though. サビのメロディだけで知ってる顔することあるI think for それはそのなんかサビのメロディだけこの 曲知ってるわっていうやつは多分 TikTok のせいだと思う、マリアは。I feel like it's because of TikTok that I'm like, oh yeah, I know the chorus, so I know the song. But yeah, no, there's a lot of songs that I like that. Okay, but to be fair, like some of these songs are like, they sound completely different to the rest of the song. Yeah, like I don't know, like the part that you hear sounds like quite different. So who knows? I'm trying to think of like a example, but one's not really coming up to my head. I guess like one that's like kind of that vibes could be maybe even like Nigi Nigi Niji Town. The first part, Nigi Niji Town, Niji Town, and then all of a sudden, Poya no asa ga mabushii town. Paya otone bra, you know. Like when I first heard the other part, I was like, oh, I don't know this part. Nigi 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 down, nigi down, yeah. I know the entire dance for Nigi Town, by the way. フルで踊れます。にぎにぎにじタウン、にじタウンですね。Why do I know the full version? Because I danced the Poya no asaya for shorts. And then because we were gonna sing it for karaoke booth, I was like, all right, let me just learn the in-betweens. Because I was like, once I learn the in-betweens, then I'll know the entire song. And that's what I did. Hi. Karaoke stage in Niji Fest was awesome. Dance is asagaratta. Arigato. I was like, I had to hold back not to dance for a couple of songs there. Yeah. But the second I got to a song that is just, yes, I can dance it, and I went full out. This? Also, you know how I said I was watching the Agents of the Four Seasons Dance of Spring? Is it meant to be like 13 episodes? And when is the 13th episode gonna come out? Hello. It's such like a emotional show. What else is there? I'm pretty sure an observation log of my fiance who calls herself a villainess. 自称悪楽令嬢の婚約者の監視記録だったっけ? I'm pretty sure I watched the last episode as well. But yeah. Oh my god. Okay, actually there is one show that I watched that I haven't talked about yet, and it's a romance show, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hello. Okay, I'm pulling it up right now. I'm pulling it up right now. Oh, there it is. I'm so excited for the next episode as well. But the next episode is also the last episode, so I was like, no! But it is The Ramparts of Ice. Oh my goodness. I don't know if like how do you say it? The Japanese name of it. But it's a romance style one. And I really like it, actually. So pretty much the main character, the main girl, is a girl that is like very introverted. 氷の城壁かもだと思う. And what's it called? Like the main girl is a girl who is what's the word for it? She's like kind of like introverted, but also I feel like the setting, the main girl is most likely based off of someone who doesn't quite understand social cues. Which I fully relate to, by the way. I fully relate to. And so I feel like she was probably based off of something like that. And so pretty much it's this girl who went through trauma during middle school or something, and was like, is now like really, really defensive. But once she opens up to people, she's like really chill, right? So it's not like she doesn't want to make friends, she's just extra cautious, I feel like. But anyways, and then the I believe is the main guy, is really, really like extroverted. And the main guy is like kind of like the person who wants to be friends with everyone, but not just that. Specifically, if he finds someone that he's like, oh, I feel sorry for them because they're like left out or doesn't have other people to hang out with, he will go out of his way to sort of like talk to them and make them open up, you know. But because the main girl is like has like sort of trauma, and she's just like, why are you talking to me like so friendly, like we barely know each other. There's a little bit of like a, how do you say it, there's a little bit of there's like a little bit of like a tension, essentially. Inclusive, I don't know if I would say it's inclusive, but like if he thinks like somebody is, how do you say it, かわいそう. It's hard to explain in English. かわいそうだと思った人に声をかけて友達になろうとする人. And I feel like if you are like someone who became friends with that with someone because they were like, oh, I feel bad for them, like pitiful. Yeah, he finds everybody he finds pitiable, like he would try to be friends with. I think it is like anyone that he finds pitiful, he would try to be friends with and stuff. But the thing is, if that's like the kind of thought that someone tries to be has before they try to be friends with you, wouldn't you kind of feel like he thinks I'm pitiful? Kind of vibes. Do you know what I mean by that? I feel like that's like a, like if you know about it, it's like kind of so ne. Yeah. But anyway, so like, but I think the main girl doesn't really see that. But pretty much it's a romance story between those two, and it's good. So pretty much they end up they do talk, like without telling about the details, because like and stuff, they do become like friendly, like really friendly to each other. And of course the guy likes her, right? The guy likes the girl pretty early on, but the girl, oh my god, guys, the last episode that I just watched, I was like, I saw it and I was like, because, oh my god, okay, so the guy just really wants the girl to be there, right? And then so when the girl tries to leave, they're still friends at this point. When the girl tries to leave, it would just grab her bag or her clothes and then pull her back down so that she can't leave. And I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, but that's not the best part. The best part is like when the girls, okay, this one's a little bit of a spoiler warning, but like I feel like there's so much story around it that it's alright a little bit. a little bit of a spoiler warning is this scene that I'm about to say, right? Pretty much after the dude pulls after he pulls him down to like stay, right? The girl's just like, what? Wait, like you had a friend talking to you. I was definitely in the way of your conversation. And then the guy goes, oh no, it's not that like, what's it called? It's not nothing like that. It's not that like, I want you to stay just for you to stay. Like, I just want you to stay because I want you to be close to me. And I was like, holy communication. Like, he just straight up told her, it's just like, oh no, I just want you to stay here because I want you to be near. And I was like, ah. Yeah, like me watching this show by myself, like, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Yeah. I was like, holy communication is what people gotta do. He was so honest. He just straight up said it. But yeah. I think the next episode might be the last one. Actually, let me see if there's a manga because... Well, the next one's the last episode, and I have a feeling they might, but I don't know. The Ramparts of Ice. Let me see if there's a manga. There is a manga. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it today. Dude, it's pretty cool. But it's like a sankaku kanke kind of thing. I mean, kind of a little bit sankaku kanke. But it's a group of 4 friends essentially. Sankaku kanke is like love triangle. Yes. But yeah, I'm gonna read it now. I'm gonna read it after the stream ends. Which means I might end stream like slightly earlier still. Just so I can read it. Oh, and it's really intense after. Oh my gosh. I mean the way that the last episode ended, like the 12th episode, there's one more episode next Friday, I believe. But the way the last episode ended, I was like, oh, drama is about to happen. The second I saw that girl that was like, senpai, I was like, stop! Back off! I genuinely, I was like, stop! Back off! Okay, but like, I know that the amount of misunderstandings in the show is insane. But at the same time, I feel like currently, as of right now, the communication between the friends and stuff, the 4 of them, are actually kind of healthy, I feel like. You know? I had the same reaction. Dude, the second she came up on the screen, I already knew something was gonna happen. Like, the first girl, I was like, oh, I feel like she's gonna be scared, but like, I think she'll be fine. And I was right for now. But the second girl, the second she came onto the screen, I was like, oh, back off! It's like mie. Nandaro. It's just going out to someone and being like, can you ask if they have if they're in a relationship? It's like, no, go ask yourself. And I was like, yeah, tell her. Okay, I would say the same thing. If someone asked me, it's like, can you ask if this person is in a relationship? I'm like, why don't you just ask them yourself? Like, what the heck? So true, right? Actually, so true. But yeah, anyways, like, I think the group, even though there's like a lot of misunderstandings within the characters, I think the friendship side of things is actually quite healthy, I'd say. Like, they make jokes to each other, and then if they do end up hurting someone's feelings, they actually, and they realize it, they actually try to apologize. And I was like, okay. And they start to get to know each other more as well. So I'm like, okay. Like obviously the way like the main guy and the main girl first got to know each other was a little bit toxic. A little bit. But like there's growth. There's a lot of growth. 青春だね。そうだよね。At least that's what I thought. Yeah. Is there any shows you guys are watching right now? 見てるアニメとかドラマとかありますか？Demons of the Shadow Realm. I watched them. I'm not up to date with it, but I watched up to the part where he moves into town. I think if you watched it, you'll know. Yeah. 面白いよね。神様。神様。It's a manga, but yeah. 屋根の下のアーテミス。I might have to search 屋根の下のアーテミス。I have not, but the art style looks kind of familiar for some reason. Is this also romance? Interesting. Yeah, I haven't, like, I kind of have like my on and off times for reading and stuff. Yes, hey y'all. Honestly, I like reading romance manga. I was planning to watch Star Detective Purikyo. It looks interesting. Oh yeah. You know, I've only watched like 2 Purikyos so far. I keep going like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it, and then I forget. But I watched the first one, and also the princess one, I'm pretty sure. I just remember watching the princess. I don't quite remember the contents of the show, but I remember the dress being super, super pretty. And I was like, wow. I want to be a magical girl. I want to be a magical girl. I wonder what would happen if you, like, so Cupid, right? You know how, like, if you make the correct wish, you can save yourself from becoming a witch? You know? But, like, I wonder if you wish to be a magical girl forever, which means you can't be a witch. Would you stay a magical girl forever? And Detective Purikyo, Wonderful. Wow! The designs are always a banger. Mane-san can't give that to me. Mane-san can't give that to me. I don't think I'll be able to get an outfit for a long time. For a long time still. And I have like lots of ideas for outfits as well. Like, I have very specific things that I would like for the outfits, so. See, I have seen it, and I would love to play it. Let me double check something. I'm gonna play it. Not today, but it was on my list to play. Like, it was on my wish list. I can play it, guys. I can actually play it. Yes! I'm literally gonna buy the game right now. I was like, I had it on hold. I'll play it next week. I'm gonna play it next week. Baby. Hey. I'm downloading the game right now. Yeah, I'm gonna play it next week. Like, I do love those kind of games, and it was on my list, and I was waiting to see if I was able to stream it or not. But it looks like I can, so I'm gonna play it. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow's gonna be Minecraft, which is another reason why I'm gonna keep today's stream on the shorter side. And then I'll see you next week. But I think I'll have to see how it goes tomorrow, because if it's Minecraft, it might be for a couple of days. But yeah, it was on my list to play for so long. So now that I know that I can also stream, then I'm gonna play it immediately next week. Nice, see you in there. It's really fun. Like, I mean, not really fun. I mean, I haven't played it yet, so I don't know. But like, it looks really fun. Like, it's a father and daughter kind of thing. So kind of similar to one of the other games that I've played in the past. What was it called again? Like Volcano Princess, I feel like. Obviously, I haven't played it yet. But you raise a daughter. And then she goes to like a magical school and stuff. But she's so cute, by the way. Your daughter is so cute. So anyways, you raise the daughter and you get her to do stuff, and there's like battles as well. I think it's probably turn-based. Of course, there's like stories and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it next week. So, ちょっとだけ似てる感じがする気がします。Peak Cutie. Hey, yo, that's amazing. I'm excited to play. But yeah, there's a lot of games that's on my I wanna play this list that I haven't played yet. And also like haven't streamed yet. Wow, jump scare. Big jump scare. And choose a bride. Nice. Yes, we raise the daughter. I think those kind of games are kind of interesting, where you can like where you have like different characters, like, and they have like different, depending on your choices, like stuff change and stuff. Very, very interesting. Too much games in the playlist, too few. I know, too little time. If only we could have more time to do everything that we want to do and not have to sleep. I feel like that's a big thing. Needing to sleep as well. Like, why? Why do humans need to just knock out for like... Why do we gotta knock out for a bunch of hours each day just to function? a big yawn. Yeah. It's like so... 非効率的 You like sleeping actually? Okay, but like, you see, like, I like sleeping too. I just have so much trouble sleeping. And I think it's so... unproductive. Like, there's so much you could be doing. If we didn't sleep, companies would be open 24/7 or something, right? Neoki wa ii? どういうこと? I am very, very evening person. Well, yesterday, oh my god, guys. I guess today, I went to bed at like almost 10 a.m. Went to bed at almost 10 a.m. and woke up at 3 p.m. Sleeping for fun over sleeping for recharge. This reminds me of that one anime where an alien arrived on Earth and the first thing he did to help humanity is get rid of sleep. Hey yo. Hey yo. I just feel like when there's a lot of things you want to do, I feel like if you can sleep like to pass time when you don't have any other things to do, or sleeping for fun, that's cool. But it's like when you're busy and you still have to sleep, it's just like, man, imagine all the stuff that I could do. Short sleeper, そう、2時間ごとに起きちゃうのが結構普通。So that's why I was doom scrolling on TikTok. So he also wakes up. Me, when I tweet at 7 a.m. in the morning and people see it, they're like, most people don't think, oh, she woke up early. Most people would be like, wow, she still hasn't gone to bed yet. When I message someone in the morning, most people are like, wow, she still hasn't gone to bed. I mean, obviously, I have woken up early before for certain things. Like when I went to Disney with friends, I actually woke up at like 5 a.m. That's right, I woke up at 5 a.m. to go to Disneyland. I mean, Disney Sea with my friends. Because you have to look cute. And I always like doing my hair fancy. So I do my hair fancy. And then I choose my outfit. And then I do my makeup. And I'm like, okay, now I am slaying. And I'm gonna go. 寝てても仕方ないから起きて動く感じなのかな。なんか動いたらそのまま起きちゃうけど、その次の日に急に眠くなって寝て起きてめっちゃ眠いっていう感じが多い。不眠症ではある。It takes a lot of effort to wake up that early. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it takes so much effort to wake up that early. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna... Let me move more to the middle. Hello. Because if you're going to Disneyland... By the way, but the thing is, every time I go to like a amusement park after waking up early, whenever I'm lining up in the lines, I get so sleepy. I'm like, I should bring like a little chair so I can sit in these lines. Like, you know those foldable chairs that people bring? Like in the lines, you just like put the chair down and sit. And then whenever they're moving, you pick it back up and then move and then sit. I was like, sometimes I genuinely think about getting one of those seats just so that I can sit in line for the like amusement parks. それってマナー違反になるなのかな？どうだろう？ Like not sitting on the floor or anything? なんて言うんだろう。遊園地でさ、待ってる時あるんじゃない、長いんじゃないですか。列が長いからさ、その 折りたためる椅子、ちっちゃい椅子とかあったら座れるのかなって思って、でもそれマナー違反になるのかなって。At the same time, portable chair. Like those exactly like those walking sticks that turn into a stool, because after an entire day at a what's it called? At a convenient park? At an amusement park, your legs already die. So like having a walking stick low-key helps. So imagine that turning that into like a stool. 座り込み禁止なところはあるけど、どうだろうね。なんだろう。なんか待ってる間、その動いてない時だけ椅子に座って、動いたらすぐなんか移動するっていうのはマナー違反なのかなって。What about chair pants? Oh my gosh, the ones that are hidden in the pants. I feel like that would kind of hurt, no? Wouldn't that kind of hurt the knees? A little bit? Who knows? But yeah, I genuinely thought about it a few times. I was like, man, I need one of those. I don't think it's bad manners to bring one, but you'll definitely attract that. I mean, I guess that's fair. But you know, honestly, I think most people lining up for like those long lines that are like that don't move very fast. Like, you know, do you know what I mean by those lines? Like the lines, they stop for a while, and then all of a sudden they move a whole bunch, and then they stop for a while, and then they move a whole bunch. Because they have like these rooms, like these giant rooms where they just show you like a video and stuff. So there's like there's those times, right? And I was like, if you're able to sit down during like the longer waiting times, then you'll be able to enjoy the amusement park a lot more. No? I thought of the walking stick before, but too many... It's alright! Everybody's gonna be old one day! Except the oldness! Rejected Bond gadget, the seat chair. Don't want to walk behind. That's not how it's like. But yeah. Low-key, if I saw someone like sitting down in the line with like one of those chairs that they brought, like the portable chairs that can fold up. It's like a small chair, by the way. I would be like, I should get one too. It's true. Save energy for rides? Yeah. Mind you, I haven't done any of these before. But yeah. 通路とかはダメだろうね。列はほとんど動かなければ大丈夫かな。そうだよね。まあみんなが動いてるところは絶対ダメだと思う。絶対ダメだと思う。But yeah, there's like, for example, I think like the Disney one, an example would be the Peter Pan one, because there's like they show like a little video in between before you get into like the final line. But before you get into that room, there's like the line kind of like stops, and then all of a sudden so many people start walking, and you're like, whoa. Whoa. I always think about it. But yeah, my legs, my feet always dead after an entire day at an amusement park. However, I love amusement parks. I love like rides and stuff. I went to Disney Sea for the Food and Wine Festival with my friends, and oh my god, I'm so sad that the what's it called, the butakakuni kana is gonna be gone. It was so good. It had like apple mustard apple mustard and pork that was like I don't know how what's kakuni? Kakuni ってどんな料理方法? Any tips if you've ever been to USJ? Depends on how you like to enjoy the park. Like, it depends on what you're going there for. For example, if you're going there for like a collab, like a specific collab, and you should have a look to see if there's any like bookings that you need to make, because sometimes you have to make bookings, and if you're lucky, you can go there extra early in the morning and go to get a participation thingy as well. But most of the time, getting like bookings is better. But if you're there for the rides, looking at ride times, I feel like is pretty cool. I don't know, I can't remember for USJ, but I know for Disney, like my friends and I always look at like the app that says like what's it called? That says like the time of each ride, and we just choose like the ride that we feel like is like okay. And usually we line up for rides that are like around 30 to 40 minutes wait. Sometimes we'll ride for like 1 to 2 hours as well. Like if it's a really popular ride that we know that's not gonna be like less popular, we'll just like go in. But it really depends on what you are looking for, like in the park. Simmer. Oh yeah! The simmered pork with apple mustard, like the slowly simmered pork belly with apple mustard was so good. I know Disney has an app. I don't know if USJ does. I think they do. USJ もあったよね. Actually, if they have an app, I will have it. They have an app. Okay. They have an app. ある. But I can't remember what the app does. I love amusement parks, guys. No, but I'm so sad it's gonna be gone after the Food and Wine Festival. I saw Mao Mao. I went to what's it called? I went to USJ just to see Mao Mao. Also, yeah, you can get the app for USJ, and then there is a thing called wait time, and you can filter it through like the names of stuff, or you can look at the map, and it kind of shows you how long each thing is. So yeah, attractions. For example, in Jujutsu Kaisen, the real 4D clock tower of recurrence right now is apparently a 30-minute wait. If that makes it different. Ah. I don't know. I've never been to America. Karinobe-san, dorazo yokoso. You're surprised when you saw they got a Mao Mao collab? I was like, oh my god, dude, I love Mao Mao. Mao Mao daisuki. Mao Mao daisuki da yo. Yebi. And you know, okay, what's funny is I've always had friends from America because I have a lot of friends who play League of Legends that are all over the world. Let's just say, keep it at that. But anyways, I have like a bunch of friends from America as well. And one of them was like, yeah, if you ever come to America, I'll show you around. But we have not talked been like almost 10 years now. It's kind of insane, actually. They were like, oh yeah, don't worry. If you ever come to America, I'll show you around. And then they were like, what would you want to look at? I was like, I want to go to amusement parks. And they're like, oh yeah, there's so many. And I was like, oh okay. And then, yeah, time zones makes it hard to talk. I have been to Puroland. I do. What's it called? The one. I went to Puroland with a friend. Most of the time, like there's not much rides also in Puroland. It's more so like for photos. There's like one ride, and where I ride is the little like boat ride, which is pretty cool. But most of the time, it's like more so for taking pics with your favorite Sanrio themed backgrounds, essentially. Sometimes amusement park feel like a foot endurance test. It is a foot endurance test, like straight up. You wanna go so bad? I wanna go to like more. I think there's like a bigger, if I remember correctly, there's like a bigger like Sanrio amusement park, or is it just Puroland? I think I'm getting it mixed up with. I think I'm getting it mixed up with the other stuff. But yeah, but they have like parades and stuff where the characters start walking out and everything. But it was kind of busy when I went, and it was kind of crazy as well because like I left, and then someone on Twitter was posting about how they were bringing their EN puppies to the place. Okay. The one place I really want to go is the Studio Ghibli amusement park. I've been to the Studio Ghibli museum. ジブリミュージアムには行ったことあるんだけど、I want to go to the amusement park. I believe it's in Nagano? だっけ？名古屋？名古屋かな？名古屋だ。Yeah. There's like an amusement park. Apparently it's a little bit on the very spacious side. But I like Ghibli movies, so I wanna go. Yeah. Ghibli ジブリパーク行ったことないな。そう、見たことはあるんですよ、でも。ジブリパーク。What's your favorite one? Oh, that's such a hard question. Oh, that's such a hard question. I think... Oh, that's such a hard question. Probably... Okay. Howl's Moving Castle, probably. Howl's Moving Castle. I also did like Arietti's world, Secret World as well, though. You just want your Gryffindor wand, man. There was like the Harry Potter merch at USJ that I remember seeing. That was really cute. I think it's like a beret or something. Weathering with You is not a Ghibli movie. That's not a Ghibli movie. The song I was singing was also not from Weathering with You. Okay, see, I've done the test. Like, I've done the quiz thingamabob, right? And I get a different answer all the time. So the first time ever taking a test, I got Gryffindor. And then the second time, I got Hufflepuff. And then the third time, I got Gryffindor again. Fourth time, I got Slytherin. And then the fifth time, I got Gryffindor. So I got Gryffindor 3 times, Hufflepuff twice, and Slytherin once. Yeah. The test is pretty wonky. Maybe I was just feeling extra edgy on the day when I did the test and got Slytherin. I just wanted the world to disappear. Oh my god, that sound was so satisfying. My water bottle hitting the table. Boing. Yeah, Ravenclaw was nowhere to be seen. What do you think your house would be personality-wise, though? Probably Gryffindor. So then now I'm curious about that test. Never done it myself. Let's go. Yeah, I feel like most like what's the okay, hold on, let me see. Let's look at the traits. Driven by passion, driven by and guided by reason. Driven by passion and guided by reason. I'm definitely driven by passion. Socially oriented, governed by morality. Ethics, I don't know. Brave, courageous, chivalrous, daring and bold, cunning, ambitious, resourceful, determined and shrewd, loyal, patient, fair, hardworking, and true. Okay. See, I feel like Gryffindor or Hufflepuff? I feel like. I feel like probably leaning towards Hufflepuff. No patience though. I have 0 patience. Actually, I do have patience, but I also don't have patience at the same time. I have enough patience to deal with not react to haters, but I don't have patience to sit there and wait in line without looking at my phone. Even though if you value justice the most, Hufflepuff is kindness, Slytherin is power, and Ravenclaw is knowledge. Then probably Gryffindor. No, the smart students go to Ravenclaw, guys. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I feel like I could Ravenclaw. I just couldn't be bothered. Like I'm like the type where I could do my homework properly, like at first thing when I get it and do it well, but I can't be bothered. I'm just gonna do it last minute. You know, like I could study and everything and do like and stuff like that, but I can't be bothered. How's it going? Good, I think. Actually, maybe not too good, but that's okay. Hi. Guys, I'm so excited for the thing that's gonna be posted in an hour and a half. I'm so excited. Panic. I could graduate with a PhD next month, so I'd rather be a VTuber right now. Loki! I got a scholarship to go to like one of the top unis in Australia. And I was like, but I'd rather be a VTuber. Loki, that's actually what I did. I got a scholarship for one of the top unis in Australia, and I never went. Bro. Boy. I'm glad you chose this path. But I feel like
Life's
Booksmart.
been really busy recently, but your streams are always a great way to relax after a hard day. Mariring_Mari Heart_Mari Heart_Mari Heart.
Thank you for the 46 months, Moonlight. It's so funny every time it says Mariring. Yeah, I feel like Booksmart wise though, you have to sort of keep studying. Like if the second you stop studying, the Booksmart disappears. Oh goodness. Also, what were we talking about? I feel like we were talking about so many different things. Oh goodness. Let's talk about the Lazuli quiz show one more time. You know the introduction that Pyo-chan and I did? We thought of that on the day. Like, Pyo-chan was just, I literally, during like rehearsals, I was like, okay, Pyo-chan, you gotta think of something, because, you know, you can think of something fast, right? And then if he thought of something that I didn't like, I would have been like, no, think again. But the first thing he thought of, I was like, yes, that's good. So like, what's it called? What was the word? What did he say again? Bad guys, beware, because we'll put the pen in ya. The D and the M stands for Duskmania. That one? Yeah, Pyo-chan was just like, the first part. What's it called? Bad guys, beware, because we'll put the pen in ya. And I was like, oh yeah. And then the D and the M stands for Duskmania. And I was like, well, how about you say the first part, because I don't think I'll be able to remember it properly straight away. That's why I made him say the first part, because I was like, I don't think I'm gonna remember it immediately. And then I was like, and I'll say the D and the M stands for Duskmania. And he was just like, oh, okay. And then I was like, okay, and then we should do it like this. I was like, you stand in front, I'll hide behind, and then after you say your line, you spin to the side, and I'll spin forward, and I'll say it, and then we'll do a pose. And then he was like, okay. で、ほんまにやったらめっちゃ決まった。本番始まる やったんですよ。なんだっけ? Like we actually like thought up of the introduction about like 5 minutes before the stream started. 配信始まる5分前にね、思いついたんですよ。Yeah, but I think it turned out really good. I think it turned out really good. I don't know why my ベロがめちゃベーって出るんだけど今日急に本番に強い。まあ勝ったしね。We won. Yeah. The magical girl into a horse was also crazy though. But like they're so right to think that Pyo-chan is like the perfect one person to actually get that one. But it's also like Pyo-chan's... Okay, so Pyo-chan moves a lot, but his movements is really like you can't tell what he's doing. So like he can, when you tell him to do like become a horse, he'll be like he'll do some like random movement. It's just like that looks like a bug died. Like you know how like when a bug dies, like and they're like on their back with their legs up in the air, like low key, like one of the moves that like Pyo-chan has done in the past for a horse just looks like that. It's like that looks like a bug on its deathbed. So yeah. The quiz was difficult. It was difficult. Yeah. Apart from the quiz, I love... She looked like the daughter of a man and a woman. Bombastic side-eye. Did I do that? I don't even remember doing that. Bombastic side-eye. Criminal offensive side-eye. The real question is, does he know what he's doing? I doubt it. I doubt he knows what he's doing. What's it called? The honestly, for the one where he was like describing the like where Calyx was describing someone, I was like, okay, the first part maybe Finana Senpai, and then the second he said, well, it kind of looks like a fish, and I was like, okay, it's probably not Finana Senpai, but I could not remember. Like, I could not think of anyone else. I was like, you know what? Just keep drawing it. The second he said, kind of looks like a fish. I was like, okay, well, there goes the Finana answer. Dun, dun, dun. Did anyone clip it? Who knows? Ato nandakke? You know, for shorts, I never know what order I want to post them. Like, it's always very nuzzle. ぴょちゃんが答えた時マリリンが全然違うって顔してたしマリアねちょっとね顔に出ちゃうかも。Like I think when I'm thinking about something, it gets like you can see it. Like if I'm like, what the heck? I'm like or like for different stuff. You can see like probably can see clear emotions on my face for anything that I do. Oh, my back hurts. Everybody, make sure you do your stretches. Oh, I was gonna say something and I forgot. Okay, so talking about like one of the shorts that I recorded, that I posted like a few days ago. The Kudasaimase challenge. The not equal me. I found my Oshi. I don't even know how to read her name, but she is so pretty and cute, and her dance is nice, and even her singing is good. It's なんだっけ、もうまさにそのハイライトを消す子、塩、I don't even know how to pronounce her name. I don't know how to read her kanji. Not equal me members. Stop. Shiori Nagata. Nagata Shiori-san. She's so pretty. She's so cute. Her dance is great. Her expressions are great. Yeah, my Oshi now. My new Oshi. I didn't really listen to Equal Me, not Equal Me that often. I didn't listen to it as much as I had for Equal Love. Not Equal Love. It's Equal Love's sister group, not Equal Me. It's like an equal sign with a line through it. It's not Equal Love. Correct. Not Equal Me. Ne? It's not unequals me. Their name is not equal me. Shortened version, Noimi. It's a group also produced by Sashihara Ino. I don't think I have an Oshi right now for... Do I have an Oshi? For Equal Me? I mean, Equal Love? Equal Love の推しいるかなーって。I don't know actually. Cause I used to be a Natan 推し. Yeah, I don't have an Oshi right now from Equal Love. But I do from Not Equal Me. Oh my gosh, yes, guess what? There's also another group that's also a sister group to Equal Love that's also produced by Sashihara Rino that is Nearly Equal Joy. It's so funny. It's like equal, not equal, and nearly equal. I haven't actually heard of any of the songs from Nearly Equal Joy. Or maybe I have, I just don't remember it much. But I think like Not Equal Me tends to have like the more like the slightly darker vibes songs from what I've seen so far. Like Kudasaimase was such a good song. Hello. No. No. Nearly equal joy is written like this. ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。It's a little bit hard to find the thing, but it's written like this. Equal sign with 2 dots on it. It's nearly equal. Big yawn. Guys, you know what I've been doing recently? Like, I've been taking bath every day, but like, and when I say taking bath, I mean soaking in the bath every day. And when I soak in the bath, I'll put my hands over my mouth and then over the water and just breathe. The approximation sign. That's why it's nearly equal. So I'll just like I'll be like sitting in the bath and I'll bring my face close to the water and then put my hands over my mouth so that the steam goes straight up to straight into like near my face, and I breathe in the steam. I'm just breathing in the steam of the water. But I feel like I'm also doing that because I have the cough, and when I'm in the bath, I don't need a cough, so I'm guessing the steam's working. So I'm just breathing it in like, steam. Have you guys ever done that? Except when I put like bath bombs or like bath salts in the water, that can make me choke because of like the scent. So I only do it when I don't put bath bombs in. Yippee! And I've heard like, what's it called? You should like, you do like the little put your hands together pose, like the little emoji, like this thingy in front of your. Apparently, if you have a cough, they can help you get it better. I mean, the water does not go in my mouth when I do it, but and you put it in front of your chest, right? When you have a cough, and then you just like what's it called? Wah! Like hit the chest, and then just like what's it called? And apparently it can like loosen up the phlegm that's in the chest. Yeah, the breathing in the steam is good for your vocal cords and stuff. That's why I do it. That's why I do it. But yeah, like when you like hit the chest thingy, it like apparently it can loosen the phlegm that can be like stuck on it, and it can help. But obviously it's not working for me because I don't know, it's a dry cough. I do not put my face in the water. Remember when I said that I started Pilates? I haven't had the chance to go a second time yet because I've been busy. I've been so busy. I'm like, I should go. でも忙しい. You know what I also want to go? I want to get a massage. I want to get a back massage. I think I need it after this week. Good morning. I have like a ball that is like kind of more on the stiff side. That is for massage, and I kind of do treat yourself. I haven't gone. I don't think I have time to go anytime soon. But Eventually I will go. Go get massage. I give myself a massage with my foam roller. Foam roller. Can you do your nails so hard? Figure out where you gonna pay for it? I'm kidding. Did your friend give you a discount massage? Out of my friends, I think I'm the only one who knows how to actually give a massage. Like, I actually know how to give a massage. Next week. I will eventually. I think there's no rush. I kind of like use the foam roller to like massage, and I have like a little neck massage machine. It's not like a by pressure or like it doesn't move it. It's by electricity. Like electric neck massager, you know, that I use before bed. It kind of uses the muscles a little bit. It can also be used for, what do you call? It also helps with like training the neck muscles, I guess. So it feels kind of strange because it like literally contracts your muscles on your neck to massage it. But I use it so that, because I sit down a lot, and to prevent my neck from being too bad. ストレートネックにはなりたくないからもうなりかけてるからこそやってる. But yeah, I do like a whole bunch of like stretches every day. Sometimes I literally just lie down on the floor with my foam roller like on my back-ish and near the neck, and then just like sit so that my head leans backwards. Sometimes. And because it's like foam roller is like kind of hard, it like pushes onto like the points where the muscles are. It kind of helps a little bit with stiff muscles, but still, there's some areas I can't get to. Like the top of my shoulders are like kind of really bad. ストレートネックはもう諦めてる。諦めないで。諦めないで。You can't do this. And like there is actually ways to fix it a little bit. なんだっけ? マッサージしないとパフォーマンスも落ちちゃうからね。そう！だから自分でもマッサージしてるけど、さすがにちょっとね、肩こりがやべえ。I go in the bath and stuff, and I also like do massages myself. But right now, I don't even know how to say katakori, but like my shoulders are like stiff like crazy. And when I press on the top part of it, especially the left side, I don't know why the left side's more stiff. The right side is like also stiff but slightly better. But the left side, there's like, and I can tell this because I actually know a lot about massaging and stuff, because it was my hyperfixation at one point. And there's knots. There's so many knots, and there's like, what's it called? The muscle is just super stiff, and it's sore as well. The right side also has knots, but it's like kind of smaller, and I can actually reach it properly. The left side knot is so big that I can't even reach it. I think if I go to a massage person right now today, it would be too painful. I gotta wait for the muscle pains to like die down a little bit, so that what's it called? They can actually get rid of the knots properly. Is that not from stress? Possibly. Could be a bit of both. I think it probably is a bit of both. Like a bit of stress, and a bit of just like using the muscles, and a bit of sitting at the chair too much. Who's stressing you out? You! I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I am an overthinker, so I overthink like all different things, and I also see a lot of stuff. Like a couple of times this past week, I was like, oh, maybe I should not look at social media for a while, because holy yeah, the amount of negative stuff that's on social media is crazy. Me? Nah, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Yeah, the amount of negativity on social media is kind of crazy, man. I'm always like, please don't negative. Like, I know negative stuff gets views, but it's really not worth it. Like, it's really not worth it. Posting negative things to get the views, just don't. Yeah, just don't. Just don't. That's all I'm gonna say, you know? I just post checkies and all sunshine over here. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. That's what So yeah, sometimes I look at it, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't look at this. But yeah, it's not worth it. Because I feel like when you post negative stuff, right, you'll get like a boost in like maybe people being like, oh my god, yes, and like and like a boost in interactions. That's the word I'm looking for. But it's temporary, and people will only ever come back when you're talking about negative stuff. Every once in a while. So, yeah. Talking about like drama farmers. Like, not directly. And also, because it's not just about that. It's like even for anyone else who like interacts with it or like quote retweets them and stuff. Is just giving the attention, and also low-key sometimes if you continue a little too long, if you're tweeting about the same thing like in defense a little too long, it actually drags it out longer than it would have been if people just like ignored. You know, sometimes it can go a little bit longer. Oh, it's best to block and mute the negativity. Yeah! I should do that more! Every time I see someone post something negative, I'm just gonna stop blocking. So don't post negative stuff! Watch more Mau Mau.そうだよね。もう時間の無駄ではあると思うんだよね。そういうアンチに話するのが時間の無駄だと思う。Yes, ma'am. Let's just focus on the let's not focus on the positive, but let's focus on enjoying your Oshi's content. そう、推しの配信とか動画とか活動を楽しもうぜ。Yeah. Yippee! Alright, content. Now I gotta think of content. Hello, Mao. You already made my day. Let's go. Well, let me pull up my sleep. I mean, not my sleep. My stream topics. Okay, let's see. I have a whole list, by the way. What is a weird magic ability that you would like to awaken? And so, like, for example, so you can't be like a major one. So you can't be like, I want to do mind reading, I want to be invisible, I want to do like what's it called, teleportation. You can't do those. It needs to be really weird and like silly. Like, for example, will this lead to 5-pound society again? Who knows? So for example, like when I touch my water bottle and I think about it, it will fill up with water automatically. So I don't have to go to, like, I don't have to fill up the water bottle manually. Something like that. So as long as you have an empty water bottle, you can have unlimited water. Drinking water. Unlimited drinking water. A power, something like that. What would be something that you would want to do? Like, as a power that can be useful, but also not like super. House never gets dirty. Oh, that would be so good. I want a house that automatically cleans itself. When I put something out of place, I want a house that puts it away for me. A house that can just like automatically, like what's it called, sort my trash and throw it out for me as well. Refill an empty packet of biscuits and chips upon touching it. Oh my gosh. I feel like if I did that, I would not fit in any of my clothes anymore. I can read the contents of any books instantly, but I have to pay double its price if I did. That's cool. Climb ladders faster as an answer once. I'm trying to think. Okay, so climb ladders faster could be cool. But in what scenarios are you climbing ladders? I feel like climbing ladders, it would be good for someone, say, that is a firefighter, probably. Because they have to, like, climb up ladders sometimes to do stuff. And that would be, like, really, really cool. But, like, regularly, would you climb ladders? That's Smart House, the movie. Wow. Ability to listen to animal talking random stuff. That sounds cool. Maybe a spell to refill my heart materials. Sorry. I can see the ladder being useful for certain jobs. Yeah, I feel like it's like more of like a certain job kind of thing. I think I would like the water bottle one because I drink so much water. 寝癖がずっと治らない魔法。え？それがいいの？You want a magic spell that makes your bed hair never go away? Maybe ability to know exactly what everyone wants as a gift. Oh my god, that would be so good. Oh my god, the ability to know, like, what's it called? Know what choice someone wants you to make when they ask you to make a choice. You know, because sometimes when someone's just like, do you want to do this or this? And then you say, oh, I want to do this. And they'll be like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, well, you obviously wanted to do the other thing. Ability to make people listen to you, but you have to slap their face. Holy cow, you're gonna get caught up and be like, oh. You just walk up to someone that you want to listen to you and slap them and be like, hello, listen here. Listen here. If you stop listening, I'm gonna slap you again. I feel like if you did that to someone, I feel like that, like slapping someone to make them listen to you is a real thing already. If you go up to someone and randomly slap them, I think they're gonna be like, what the heck? And like if you're talking, they will probably listen. 役に立たない魔法を聞いてるのかと思った。なんか、なんて言うんだろう。役に立つかもしれないけど、王道の魔法ではない、ちょっとね、なんか変わった魔法みたいな感じがあれば。So those are the rules. Ability to change the taste of food that you don't like. Oh, yeah. That way you can eat anything. You know? You can eat anything. Oh, bro, you can eat like healthy food and make it taste like whatever you like. You eat a what's it called? Say I don't know. Bell pepper and make it taste like pudding. Make spinach taste like burger. Eating tofu that tastes like double cheeseburger. Can you imagine how healthy you could become? I can just put spinach in a burger. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. But then you'd be able to eat like stuff that's more filling and make it taste like different things. And then you'd be able to eat less. Become super healthy. Healthy, let's go. You already asked a question by asking, can I question? Have you guys ever thought about the what's the word for it? I forgot the word. But like when someone is asking, it's like, can I ask a question? It's already asking a question. I mean, I say the same thing as well. Like I also be like, can I ask a question to some people? But I always think about it. I'm like, I just asked one. You would want, but it has to be very inconvenient and small. Yes. Well, not necessarily inconvenient. It just has to be like small. Can I ask 2 questions? This one being one. Oh my gosh, getting philosophical. I think it's too early in the day to be philosophical. I mean, maybe not for some people, but for me, it's too early in the day to be philosophical. And I was whispering in my sleep the other day again. Kind of scary. I was like, it's 2 a.m. Each question I asked is answered, but only 6 months later. Whoa! I would hate that. I don't have patience. Whoa! Did you record it? Yes, but there was background noise. Yabai. I dropped the ball. There was background noise in it, so I can't show you guys. So I was playing with my foam ball and it dropped. It's the ball that I used to massage my shoulders and back. It's pretty good. Having the ability to have 48-hour days when everybody else only has 24-hour days would be nice too. You know? Dun, dun, da, 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 da. Like, so, because it would only work well, like, if you have a 48-hour day when everyone else has a 24-hour day. Because for the 8 hours that people are asleep in the, like, in between, you only need to sleep once when people have to sleep twice. You know? And you can get, like, more stuff done. Like, you could play games when everyone's asleep and then work when everyone else is awake and stuff. Ability to make your pets live longer. Let's go. In a healthy way, right? Yeah. Da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum. Have you guys ever thought about the fact that fun... I guess it's not so much fun fact, more so morbid fact. Morbid fact of whales is that they low-key drown when they get old because they need to go to the surface to breathe and stuff. But when they get older, the muscles don't work, so they can't swim to the surface in time and they will drown. Morbid fact of the day. Also, the 28 hours and being boring, I feel like that is a extroverted thing. Because if I have a bunch of time all by myself because there's, what's it called, everybody else needs to sleep, I'll be like, heck yeah, I have so much time to do things all by myself, you know? Why didn't they evolve to just not do that? Did you know that some humans also are the same? Did you know that the people who pass in their sleep are most likely because their organs malfunction, so they can't like fully breathe properly because their muscles stop working? So actually humans are the same. Once you get to a certain age, if you don't get got by illnesses, your body's system starts breaking down over time, and that's how it happens. Have they considered functioning property? Where? Well, so all in all animals are the same. You know? All in all animals are kind of the same. So much time to clear my backlog. I know, I'd have so much time to watch my shows. Where's our tails? Apparently the reason why humans have a tailbone is because we used to have tails and then they were like, it's not useful anymore, so it's gone. But apparently they used to have tails. I mean, I read somewhere that humans used to also be like going through the trees and stuff. And a whole bunch of like the bodies were able, like you were able to swing through trees just like monkeys. But it got evolved out. I also heard that apparently some people are developing webbed feet because they're thinking they're like toes are useless or something. I mean, evolution thinks that toes are useless. Isn't that crazy? Die of hunger because they're too old to chew. I mean, it's also like the older you get, the more susceptible you are to like certain diseases because your immune system is much weaker. You know? There's that too. Evolution never stops. That's right. Trees have the limits of running away is best meta. I don't think so. Trees might have a limit, but like you have a better chance running away from like something that can't climb a tree in the tree than running away from something that can also run. Oh, that thing geckos. I feel yes! Yes! The little pink thing in the corner of your eye used to be a third eyelid. Did you know that cats still have that? Did you know that there's also like a lot of animals that still have the extra eyelid, which is why they can see with their eyes open? But yeah, now it's kind of just like still just there. It's not fully gone yet, but I feel like eventually it's gonna disappear, and all that's gonna be left is the tear duct. Still use the ability if your ability just heals through punching. Yeah, that's just like Crazy Diamond from JoJo. I want that's one of the stands that I would like to have. I'm like, if I can punch something and fix its shape in the way I want it to be fixed, that would be amazing, because I'm so clumsy that I accidentally break stuff all the time. I learn something new every stream. No more doctor needed. Yo. It's like, oh, your leg's broken? Let me just punch it a few times. I would love that ability. I don't know. I like these kind of like random thoughts. Like, it's like not the most useful thoughts, but like that's not the right way to say it. The most random facts. Like, it's not the what you call it. It's not useful. No useful facts at all, but it's still just interesting. Like the banana one. Like how the banana is that the banana flavor stuff is using an older banana. Yeah. And then what's it called? And how in the icebergs of Antarctica. Oh my god! I said Antarctica and it actually knew I was talking about Antarctica. That's crazy. I said Antarctica and looked over at my like automatic translator, and it actually wrote out Antarctica. Crazy. Yeah. But yeah, the icebergs in Antarctica are like it has old diseases, old creatures, and old seeds apparently that might get washed up one day and then start up new life. I did hear about the giant worm, and that sounds terrifying. That sounds absolutely terrifying. I think I'm gonna be streaming for another 15 minutes, and then I shall end for the day. Does that sound alright, everybody? Scary. Great! The kind of information that you can randomly bring up in a conversation. It is! And I've met a couple of people who also know those ones. You're abandoning us? No, I'm gonna be preparing something cool. There's gonna be something cool that's gonna be posted in exactly 47 minutes. It's about to be 46 minutes. I'm posting something really cool. Imagine bug parasite from the Ice Age coming back to us. It might. It sounds terrifying. なんだろう、楽しみ。それな。How cool is it out of 10? For me? 10 out of 10. So excited then, exactly. And also, I feel like I should still rest up more. The parasite must already be in you. No! Now I've been having like a cough recently, which is mostly the reason why I didn't join in the drinking for the karaoke, the karaoke stream recently. Marini says 10 out of 10, then it has to be 20 out of 10. Sheesh. Almost 45 minutes until explosion. Sheesh. ゆっくり休んでね、ありがとう。そう。マリアも結構楽しみにしてるんですよ。I've been waiting to post this. You're trying out Screamer? Is that why when you cough? No, actually, the cough started when I choked on food. So I was eating food while playing games with a friend at one point, and I choked on the food. The food, then kind of scratched up my vocal cords a little bit, and then it's been in like a downward battle since then. It was a spicy food as well, and so since then my vocal cords made what's it called, mucus to try and fix itself. But when I breathe, it makes it itchy, so then I cough, and then it makes it more itchy, and so yeah, it's like a downward spiral. But it's mostly when I speak. So when I'm silent, sometimes I still cough. But if I'm I got this little mask that you put in a filter, like a wet filter, like a little. It's a little, a wet sheet that you put into the mask so that when you breathe, you're pretty much breathing in steam. I've been wearing that when I'm not streaming. And I've been wearing that to sleep as well. And I think it's helped a little bit. And of course, I've been taking the long baths to sort of get the steam in the airways, I guess, in my throat to try and help it recover as much as possible. And also massaging my neck because holy cow, coughing actually uses so much muscles, guys. Coughing and sneezing use muscles. And apparently, okay, this is another morbid fact, but apparently there is a small tiny chance. What's it called? There's a small tiny chance that you can break a rib bone, or you can just straight up explode if you cough in the wrong way. If your muscles don't prevent your cough from going too crazy, apparently there's a chance for you to explode. When we cough and we sneeze, our body's actually not used to it. So apparently it can actually do big damage, but yeah. So the best thing is to not cough. And if you I did not need to know this information, I'm anxious now. Just don't get sick. Always get my abs. I know when you cough and you're what's it called? Your abs and your neck muscles are yeah. Thanks, Maria. You're welcome. Random information. Have we considered just not coughing? Actually, okay, so for coughing and stuff, it's a body's natural instinct to get rid of foreign object in airway specifically. Coughing is a way for the body to get rid of foreign object in the airway. And this phlegm and mucus is considered that as well, even though it's produced by the body. But the more you cough, the worse it could get. So sometimes it's better to try and not cough. If you absolutely need to cough, then you shouldn't cough. You shouldn't force yourself to cough either. Like that. Apparently. Apparently, at least I read it somewhere, and it was pretty, yeah, reflex. Yeah, it's a reflex, but if you like try not to, apparently can make it get better. What if there's an awkward silence and you need to cough to break the silence? Why are you coughing to break a silence? Just say something. Just start singing at that point, you know? Just be like, if there's an awkward silence, be like, with you, I don't reply. You know? Burp to break the silence, crazy. You know, just, you know, if there's a crazy silence, just start singing, or, you know, next time there's an awkward silence, just be like, Kira Kira the daydream. Kuyo. Have you heard that song before? Yeah, it's my Oshi's original song. And the awkward silence. Hashtag not an ad. That's right. Have you ever thought about making a choreography for Idol Pride? There is one. There is already a choreography for Idol Pride. I did it in the Seoul concert. No way. I think the only songs I don't have choreographies for are Pendant of Light, Marionette's Stage, and A Doll's Dream. I haven't posted the choreography for Candy, but there is one. Yeah, there is a choreography for Candy as well. I just haven't posted. I haven't recorded or posted it. I remember the drawing you did way back for the Candy dance. It's slightly different from that now, but there is one. There is a full dance for Lunaria as well, and we're getting closer. We're getting closer. We're about 15,000 away. Have you listened to my original song, Lunaria? It is I think like a kind of like a J-Rock anime opening style song. Kind of. I directed the entire MV as well. So it's I directed and acted the entire MV. It's in 3D. So please watch. I have, I believe, 8 original songs now. So good. That's right. Listen to the original song today. It has a crazy... the song has a crazy range. Actually, the song is also available in karaoke systems that use Joy Sound. So if you're ever in Japan and go to like a Joy Sound thingy, you'll be able to listen to it too. I mean, you'll be able to sing it too. There's the range for this song is really big though. Actually, I was talking to Zeal the other day about audio creation, like stuff. and I was telling him about how I wanted to learn how to mix vocals and stuff, but I feel like I need someone to kind of sit there to kind of sit through it for me, because I need to, how do you say it? I need someone who can explain what I want. So I'm like, if I want this to sound like this, what should I do? And if I have someone who can help me with that, I feel like I could learn pretty fast. Milk Mellow, thank you for that. Super. Thank you for always being so hardworking. Like so much. Thank you. Thank you for supporting all the time. But yeah, and then Zeal was telling me how I have like I stay on pitch when I'm singing a lot, so the vocal edit part would probably be easier for me. But yeah, and I was like, but the actual mixing into like songs and stuff is what I would struggle with. Who knows? Maybe one of these days, I'll convince someone to sit in a VC with me, so to walk through like a mixing process, so that I can learn how to mix. No, it's not the fan chant mixes. I said there's still so many people who don't call like certain mixes by the names, but I'm like, Hi, Sano. Yeah, just yeah. Oh my gosh! I saw a tweet being like, I wish I can sing like Marilyn one day. I would love to sound like her. And that made me so happy because, oh my gosh, you guys have no idea. I'm kidding. Like, when back in the day, in school days, people would be like, why do you sound like that? Or stuff like that all the time. So when there's people being like, I want to sound like her, is low-key such a compliment. Talking about tweets, I saw a tweet about like Kamiyoshis. And then I also saw someone quote retweeted them being like, isn't the whole point of having a Kamiyoshi, like, it doesn't having more than one Kamiyoshi defeat the purpose of having a Kamiyoshi? And I'm like, exactly! Exactly! If you have more than one Kamiyoshi, that defeats the purpose of Kamiyoshi. Because Kamiyoshi is number one. One, not two. One, not two. Really believe in? Well, sure, but in that case, it's just Oshi. Kamiyoshi versus Oshi. You can Oshi's people, you can Oshi people tied first Oshi. They just birth your what's it called? They just birth your top Oshis, but not number one. So people say it doesn't matter because it has multiple guys. That's not the point! Goodness. Even if they're tied number one, you can have Oshis. Having an Oshi doesn't just mean you have an interest in someone, by the way. Having an Oshi means you have someone that you actively enjoy watching and supporting and stuff. That's what it is. That's what an Oshi is, right? And so having an Oshi, you can be a really big fan of someone that is with someone else, and then it's like, okay, they're both my Oshis. Like they're both my top Oshis. Like out of all my Oshis, they're my top Oshis. But they still don't become the Kami Oshi. What you can have is if you have a group, say like if you have one member of a 5-person group that you really like in one big genre, you can say my Kamiyoshi from this group is this person. But in the entire genre, if you have someone else that you like just as much as that one Kamiyoshi from that one group, then in the big genre time, they're just back to Oshi. Explain DD. DD is like dare demo, which means you like everyone. You're just like, yeah, I enjoy everything. I've seen like multiple tweets about how Nijisanji kind of makes everybody a DD in the end, because when your Oshi collabs with someone else, you automatically grow like closer to them. You know? Like you feel like not closer, but like when your Oshi like collabs with somebody, it's they also climb the Oshi ranks. Basically a cheetah, yeah. Yeah. Can't believe it. I'm kidding. Exactly. Also next week on, I believe it was Tuesday, I have a collab on somebody else's channel. Ne? So look out for it. But anyways, what I'll say is, you can have all the Oshis you want, but Kami Oshi, the whole point of Kami Oshi is one. That's the whole point. Oshi is already someone that you're supporting. Yay! Dun, 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 dun. Alright, anyways, thank you for coming by today. Look forward to the cool thing that's gonna be posted in 29 minutes. That's right, 29 minutes. あと29分で、すごいことがアップされます。すごいものがアップされます。なのでね、楽しみにしてください。Anyways, thank you for coming by, and I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna go rest on my vocal cords more now. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Minecraft. I don't think I'll be there at 10 a.m., but I'm gonna try be there at 12 JST. Sound good? 2 hours after the opening time. I'm gonna actually, I'll double check with Shisai. Hey, okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And also, make sure you watch the thing that gets posted later, okay? Atsumari guys! Zatsu! Yay! Guys, I'm gonna send you guys over to Claude Clawmark. Thank you for the support. Thanks for the nice and fun stream. You're always a great Oshi driver to be proud of. Have a great rest. Otsumari. Thank you for coming by. I'll see you guys. You guys better watch the shorts laughter. ね? この後にアップされるものを絶対見てね。Alright, the moon's blessings be upon your rest. Atsumari!